Okay, I have a very specific, highly stressful question for you today. Alex? And I need you to be completely honest.
Oh no. That is the exact same way you started the last 9 episodes. My stomach is already doing flops. What is it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much pure, unadulterated dread do you feel when you have to walk into a bank and speak English to a teller?
Oh, wow. Okay. I would say a solid 10. Maybe an 11 if there is a line of people behind me and the music in the lobby is too quiet.
An 11. That is off the charts. You are a grown man. You manage projects. You can negotiate contracts. But a bank teller with a name tag makes you want to turn around and walk out the door?
It is not just the teller, Sophia. It is the vocabulary and the permanence. When you go to a restaurant and you make a mistake, you get the wrong soup. When you go to a bank and you make a mistake, you could lose your money, or get hit with fees, or accidentally sign up for something you do not understand.
I completely understand that. Banking is stressful even in your native language. There is financial jargon. There is the pressure of the quiet lobby. And there is the fear that you might agree to something without realizing it.
Exactly. And in English, it is like they are speaking a secret code. Overdraft, pending transaction, APR, routing number, joint account. I hear these words, and my brain just goes into emergency mode.
Joint account. Yeah, that one can be tricky if you have never heard it before.
Oh, do not even get me started on joint account. That brings back a very specific, very traumatic memory.
Leans in. Eyes widening. Oh, I know that tone. That is the tone of a man who has a legendary banking disaster story. Do not hold out on me. Tell me the story.
I was hoping we would skip this part, but I know you. Okay, fine. It was about 2 years ago. I had just moved to a new city, and I needed to open a basic checking account. I went to a local branch of a big bank. I had all my documents, my passport, my proof of address, my employment letter. I was prepared.
I love this. You went in with a strategy and all the right paperwork.
I did. I sat down with a very nice, professional woman. She smiled, asked for my documents, and started typing on her computer. Then, she looked up and asked, "So, are you looking to open a joint account today, or an individual one?"
Standard question. Very clear.
Yes. But in that moment, my brain circuited. I knew the word joint. I had heard it at the doctor's office. Knee joints, elbow joints, shoulder joints. For some reason, my tired, nervous brain connected joint account to my physical body.
No.
Yes. I looked at her, completely seriously, and I said, "No, thank you. My joints are perfectly fine. I just want a personal account."
Bursts into laughter. Oh my gosh. Alex. No.
I said it with total confidence. My joints are perfectly fine.
I am losing my mind. What did the bank teller's face do?
She stopped typing. She blinked twice. She looked at my knees under the desk, then back up at my face. And she said, very slowly. Sir, a joint account is one you share with another person, like a spouse or a business partner.
Wiping away tears. Oh, Alex, that is incredible.
I wanted the floor of the bank to open up and swallow me whole. I just nodded, my face burning red, and said, "Ah, yes, individual. Just me. No joints."
No joints. I cannot breathe. I'm actually crying.
It was humiliating. I am an adult. I understand finance. But in that moment, I felt like a child who did not know the basic words for everyday life.
Okay. First of all, that is a hilarious story. Second of all, I promise you, that teller probably told that story at her dinner table that night. You won't believe the guy who thought a joint account was for his knees.
I know, but it highlights a real problem for me. When I am in a formal, high stakes environment like a bank, my brain grabs the first literal translation it can find, and I end up sounding absurd.
That is completely normal. Financial vocabulary is highly specific, and it is not something we use in casual, everyday conversation. So when you are put on the spot, your brain defaults to the most common meaning of a word it knows. Joint equals bones.
Exactly. So, please, Sophia, give me the toolkit. How do I navigate the bank without talking about my skeleton?
Okay, let's demystify this. The most common B1, B2 banking terms are actually quite logical once you know them. Let's start with the one that caused the trauma, a joint account.
An account shared with someone else. Got it.
Yes. Now, what about overdraft? That is a huge source of anxiety for learners.
Yes. I always thought it meant I was drafting too much, like writing too many emails. Or maybe it was related to wine.
Laughs, drafting too many emails. I love that. But no. An overdraft simply means you spent more money than you actually had in your account. And the bank covered it for you. Usually for a fee.
Ah, so if I have $10 and I buy something for $15, I am overdrawn.
Exactly. And the bank might charge you an overdraft fee. Another big one is pending transaction.
Yes. This one terrifies me. I see pending on my app, and I think my money is hanging from a cliff, about to fall off.
Laughs. A pending transaction just means the payment has been authorized. But the money has not officially left your account yet. It is in limbo. It is processing.
Processing. That is a much less terrifying word than pending.
It is. And if you ever see a charge you do not recognize, the most natural, professional phrase to use is, "I'd like to dispute a charge."
I'd like to dispute a charge. That sounds very authoritative.
It is. It tells the bank immediately that you are questioning a specific transaction. And you want it investigated? You do not need to say, "I think you made a mistake, and I am very worried." You just say, "I'd like to dispute this charge."
Okay. I'm writing that down. Dispute a charge. What if the bank charges me a monthly fee, and I want them to remove it?
Ah! The dreaded monthly maintenance fee. The best phrase for this is, Could you waive this fee?
Waive. We talked about this with the gym membership. It means to remove or cancel the charge.
Exactly. I've been a loyal customer for 2 years. And I was wondering if you could waive this monthly fee. It is polite. It reminds them of your value. And it uses the exact right vocabulary.
Could you waive this fee? I like that. It feels like a secret password that makes the bank respect you.
It really does. Now, since we are on the topic of banking anxiety, I want to try something with you. A little role play.
Oh no. I knew this was coming. My imaginary bank account is already sweating.
Come on. It will be fun. And it is good practice. I'm going to be the bank representative. You're calling customer service because you just noticed a $15 monthly fee on your account. And you want it removed? You're going to be polite, but firm. Ready?
Okay. I am ready. I have my phrases.
Great. Shifts posture. Adopts a professional, slightly robotic customer service voice. Thank you for calling First National Bank. This is Sarah. How can I help you today?
Clears throat. Hi, Sarah. This is Alex. I am calling because I was reviewing my statement, and I noticed a $15 monthly maintenance fee on my account.
Yes. Sir? That is our standard monthly fee for that type of checking account.
I see. Well, I have been a loyal customer with this bank for over 2 years, and I always maintain a good balance. I was wondering if you could waive this fee for me.
Breaks character. Smiling. Oh, Alex, that was absolutely flawless. Reviewing my statement. Loyal customer. Maintain a good balance. And waive this fee. You sounded like a financial expert.
Really? It felt a little bit formal, but it flowed well.
It flowed perfectly because you were polite. You gave a reason, loyal customer. And you used the exact right verb, waive. If you had said, please give me my money back. It is not fair. That would sound emotional and demanding. This sounds professional.
It feels empowering to have the right words. It takes the fear out of the interaction.
Exactly. When you know the script, you can focus on the outcome, rather than panicking about your grammar.
But what about the other side of banking? The technology. I had a situation last month where I was at an ATM, and I tried to withdraw cash, and the machine just ate my card.
Oh, the ATM card retention. The ultimate modern panic.
Yes, the screen went black. The machine made a grinding noise, and my card was gone. I was standing on the street, and I had to call the bank immediately.
Okay. High stress. Your card is trapped in a machine. What did you want to say?
I wanted to say, "Hello. The ATM swallowed my card, and I need it back." But I was panicking, and I wanted to sound professional. So I called the emergency number, and when the agent answered, I said, "Hello. The machine has kidnapped my plastic."
Kidnapped your plastic.
Yes,
Alex. No.
I said it, with total, panicked seriousness. The machine has kidnapped my plastic. It will not give it back.
Laughing uncontrollably, I am losing my mind. What did the emergency agent say to that?
There was a long pause. I could hear him typing. And then he said, very calmly, "Okay, sir, it sounds like the ATM retained your card. I can cancel that card and issue a new one."
Retained your card? That is the official, professional term.
Yes. And I felt so foolish. I just said, "Yes. Please retain it permanently. I do not want it back. Just send a new one."
Wiping away tears, please retain it permanently. Alex, you are a gold mine. That is top tier comedy.
I know. But it made me realize something. When we panic, we use metaphorical, dramatic language. Swallowed, kidnapped, ate. But the bank just needs facts. The ATM retained my card.
Exactly. And that is a great lesson for our listeners. In an emergency or a stressful situation, simple, factual language is your best friend. You do not need to be poetic. You just need to be clear.
The ATM retained my card. I am going to practice saying that until it is muscle memory.
Please do. And if you ever need to report a lost or stolen card, the phrase is simply, "I need to report my card as lost and have it canceled immediately."
Report my card as lost. That is very direct. No kidnapping required.
None at all. Now, let's talk about the emotional side of this. Because I know that for many language learners, dealing with money in a second language brings up a lot of shame.
Oh, absolutely. It is the ultimate vulnerability. Money is already a taboo subject in many cultures. We do not talk about it. And then you add the language barrier, and you feel like you are exposing your ignorance.
I hear that so often. People feel like if they ask, "What does APR mean?" or "Can you explain this fee?" the bank employee will judge them as being unintelligent or financially illiterate.
Yes, you feel like you're supposed to know these things as an adult. So you just nod and sign the paper, hoping for the best.
I want to challenge that thought right now. Alex, financial literacy is incredibly complex, even for native speakers. I have friends who are native English speakers who do not understand their own mortgage statements.
Really?
Yes, the banking industry is literally designed to be confusing. They use jargon to protect themselves. So when you ask for clarification, you are not showing ignorance. You are showing that you are careful, responsible, and protective of your own resources.
That is a really nice way to look at it. I usually just think I'm being annoying.
You are not being annoying. You are being a smart consumer. And any good bank employee will respect a customer who asks clear, direct questions.
Smart consumer. I like that. I am going to adopt that identity.
Please do. Now, since we have covered so much ground, I want to do a quick rapid fire scenario game. Banking Survival Edition. I will give you a situation, and you give me your immediate, natural response. No overthinking?
Okay. My joints are fine, and my card is not kidnapped. I am ready. Hit me.
Scenario 1. You are at the bank, and the teller asks for your routing number, but you only have your account number.
I would say, I'm sorry. I only have my account number with me. Is there a way you can look up the routing number on your end?
Perfect, polite, factual, and offers a solution. Scenario 2. You receive a text message that says, your bank account has been locked. Click here to verify.
I would delete it immediately. And if I was worried, I would call the official bank number and say, I received a suspicious text message, and I want to verify if my account is secure.
Brilliant! Suspicious text message and verify if my account is secure are excellent. Natural phrases. Scenario 3. You are at a restaurant with friends. The bill comes, and someone says, let's split it evenly. But you only had a salad and a water.
I would smile and say, actually, would you mind if we itemized the bill? I only had a salad, so my total will be a bit lower.
Yes, itemize the bill is the perfect B2 phrase for this. It means separating the charges so everyone pays for exactly what they ordered. Scenario 4. You are talking to a loan officer, and they use a term you do not understand, like amortization.
I would say, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with that term. Could you explain what that means in simple terms? Please.
Absolutely perfect. It is polite. It takes ownership of your understanding. And it prompts the officer to adjust their language without making them feel like they did a bad job.
This is incredibly helpful. Sophia, I feel like I have a complete survival guide for dealing with money in English now.
You do. And the best part is, once you realize that you can handle these interactions, the anxiety starts to fade. You stop seeing the bank as a terrifying place of judgment and start seeing it as just a business that provides a service.
That is a really nice way to look at it. I think my biggest takeaway today is that I do not need to be a financial expert in English. I just need to know the simple, natural phrases. And I need to give myself permission to ask, what does that mean?
Simple, natural phrases, and the permission to ask questions. That is the perfect mantra for any language learner walking into a bank.
I am going to write that on a sticky note and put it on my debit card.
Laughs, please do. Now, to wrap things up, I have to ask, are your joints still perfectly fine?
Laughs, yes. Sophia, my joints are perfectly fine. But my bank account might need a little bit of physical therapy after all these fees.
Laughs, fair enough. All right. Everyone, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you get nervous dealing with banks or money in English, remember this. Keep it simple. Use the natural phrases we practiced. And never be afraid to ask for clarification. Your money is worth it.
And if a teller asks if you want a joint account, just remember, they are talking about your wallet, not your knees.
Exactly. We will see you all next time. Keep your accounts secure. And bye, Alex.
Bye, Sophia.